Good blessed Sunday morning, May the 2nd, 2021. It's about 7:37 a.m. in the morning. I greet all human beings. I want y'all to listen real careful. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaim toughest to the proclaim weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin are, whether it's a light-skinned or dark-skinned. It doesn't matter whether you my family, friends, nor my proclaim enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me, my YouTube channel, which I encourage all human beings all around the world to subscribe to it. It doesn't cost you anything financially nor materialistically. All it costs you is your undivided attention. And I welcome your thumbs ups and thumbs down. But I come to you today with a universal greetings to all of my Muslim brothers and sisters all around the world that's recognizing and celebrating Ramadan. First, I'd like to say Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. And also, I would like to say Ramadan Mubarak. Blessed Ramadan, blessed fast. All of my Christian brothers and sisters all around the world, Catholics or any other religions, may God be with you. I come today, y'all. I just want to show y'all something, especially my enemies in Charles, Missouri, that's always threatening me. Let me show you some place I'm at right now. I'm in an alley in the city of Chicago, a place that most of y'all threaten me. More than likely, your bodies will be found in one of these trash cans or landing here the way you run up on me in Charleston, Missouri. And I'm not saying this here to make any threats. I'm just letting y'all know sometime. You got to be careful who you mess with. You may end up in one of these at one time, threatening the wrong person. The Bible tells you be careful how you entertain strangers, because some have entertained angels unaware. My topic today is something that one of the people in Carbondale, Illinois, that I never met before in person, but they on this mission with me, assignment with me to try to find out what happened to my son, Bryan. That's Bryan, Lamar, Lamar, Johns, Johns. What happened to him in Carbondale, Illinois, allegedly on March the 19th, 2021, in the 400 block of Oakland Street, on the corner of Oakland and Sycamore in Carbondale, Illinois, in an apartment complex on the 3rd floor. Body found hanging. My son was 45 going on 46 in September, if it was in the will of God that he lived to see it, but he didn't. But you know what's strange? I'm going to show you what's strange about it now. First, I'm going to tell you about an event that just happened yesterday about 5:12 p.m. While me and my children's them was in another suburb in the city of Chicago, in the 1400 block of Sacramento Street. Sacramento happened to be 3000 West, for those don't know. And the 1400 block happened to be a street called Douglas. In Douglas Park, a body or two was found floating in the water there. And let me tell you something. The news didn't hold this back. The police department didn't hold this back. Didn't nobody else hold this back. It was immediately reported, because you know why? Because somebody may have some people missing. But let me tell you, on March the 19th, 2021, when my son's body was found in Carbondale, Illinois, as of the day, it hasn't even hit a newspaper. You hear me? People that been living there for 30 and 40 years had never heard about it until I put my YouTube video on. Now, it's only certain people, certain law enforcement officials, and certain people in Carbondale knew about this here. But now hundreds of thousands of people around the globe know about it. And I'm asking y'all to help me find some independent pathologist, independent law enforcement official, independent investigators, so we can see what happened to my son. You know, I'm not saying that they're not doing investigation, but it's strange. I called the newspaper down there. Somebody that used to live in Carbondale, Illinois, told me to call the newspaper down there and ask for a particular lady. I asked for, gave my information to the people there, told them what happened to my son, said it hadn't hit the newspaper and we want to know why, gave them my YouTube channel. You see what I'm saying? And that was around March the 24th of 2021. Haven't heard nothing from them since. Came up here to Chicago, Illinois, called Operation Push. Yes, y'all that's worshiping and falling behind Jesse Jackson in Operation Push or the Rainbow Collision, whatever you want to call it. I called them and told them and asked them would they help us get an independent investigation. You see what I'm saying? And the lady told me about a COVID is going on. You see what I'm saying? That they not having anybody come in. But right now she asked me, did it hit any newspapers? And no, you know why she asked me, did it hit any newspapers? Because that's the only time Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, what is this? I forgot this lawyer name, but Benjamin Crump. That's when they come out. You see what I'm saying? They come out when it hit the newspaper. But the lady at Operation Push, she gave me a lawyer to call. I called the lawyer's office. Some white female answered. I gave her the information. She asked me when it happened, and I told her when it happened. This was in March. This wasn't even 2 weeks after my son's body was found. I was up here in Chicago trying to make arrangements to have him buried because the coroner down there in Carbondale, Illinois, recommended that he be cremated, and his toxicology tests hadn't even came back, and they wasn't even thinking about doing an autopsy until I demanded it. But let me tell you about this lawyer. They asked me the same thing. Did it hit the newspaper? We'll call you back tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? One of my homies here in Chicago, he contacted Benjamin Crump office. They called me the same thing. The lady asked me information on it, and she asked me that I think it's racially motivated. I said, I don't know. He hung out with majority of the people that he hung out was with a bunch of white people, and on his Facebook page, it'll show that. You see what I'm saying? And most of them was drug addicts, if not all of them. But she told me she'll contact me. That was sometime in March too, but she haven't contacted me yet. You know why? Because it didn't hit the newspaper. But all you Moorish American brothers in Carbondale, all you Muslim brothers in Carbondale that's been contacting me, and the sister, I don't know if you Christian or not, whatever y'all are, I appreciate y'all. Me was a stranger, and y'all spread, and the Moorish American brother spread it, my YouTube, to over 100 people. The one sister did the same thing. The one Muslim brother, they did the same thing. You know what I mean? If y'all about what's right, you know what I mean? When the Asians is being attacked down here, the Asians get together and I see blacks, whites, and everybody marching with them. I ain't asking you to march. I'm asking you to help me find somebody. You see what I'm saying? Other than the people that's investigating in Carbondale, Illinois, because I never seen a case like this here where it don't hit the newspaper. This is May. My son's body was found on March the 19th, 2021. I don't even know if he was dead longer than that. Because let me tell you, something is not right. Something is not right. And I'm asking y'all, whoever listening to this here, one of my homies here in the city, he living right out of the city. He's a black businessman, and he told me yesterday, he said, why don't you start put out a reward for your son? And he said, I'll start off with $200. He said, why don't you tell him it's going to be $1,000 reward, and he'll start off with $200. I ain't asking nobody for no money, but I'm just going to show you what type of homies I got. And I'm going to just say this here. You see what I'm saying? And no disrespect. You see what I'm saying? If the shoe fit, wear it. You see, I'm just going to say, no, I'm not going to even say it. I'm not going to even say it. But you know, I thank my family that has been contacting me, either by phone or mail. You see what I'm saying? But it's sad. It's really sad when you have a bunch of strangers doing more than some family members have. Some family didn't even come to the funeral. I know some, it was situations they come. Some ain't even called me You see what I'm saying? But I don't need that. That don't matter. I'm not mad at you. You just showing me and my household. If you see when me and my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, we gonna do this together. And my nieces and nephews that's been contacting me, we gonna do it together. My cousins and other relatives that been contacting me, we gonna do it together. And all my friends from Cabrini Green and every place else, and those that I just met in Carbondale, we gonna do this here together. You see what I'm saying? God said, well, 2 or more come, he in the midst. I know some of y'all can't make it. You see what I'm saying? And we accept your prayers. You see what I'm saying? But some ain't no more than 5 or 10 minutes away from me. Some wasn't too far away from the funeral home and ain't even show up, didn't even sign the book. But that's all right. My son was taken care of. You see what I'm saying? And any other of my children's or grandchildren, even me, they can burn me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to just say this here, y'all. I need all y'all that got sources. And I just hate to say it. If the white newspaper ain't going to put it in, if you got a black newspaper in Carbondale, Illinois, that'll print this in the paper and help us try to find out what's going on. And I'm going to tell y'all something, and I ain't going to keep nothing, holding nothing back now. You see what I'm saying? Some of the people that I suspect may have something to do with it. You see what I'm saying? Some of the people that was on my son's Facebook page, when I started giving information to the law enforcement official, they was deleting themselves. And then when we did research on them, they have history with police officers and their family members all the way in Wichita, Kansas. And in other parts of Missouri. And in other parts of Illinois, Marion and Carbondale, somebody might be covering this here up. You see what I'm saying? If a white person killed my son, I don't want y'all to riot. I want us to bring him to justice. If a black person or anybody else did it. But it's making me think now that some white person might have killed my son. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to get all riled up about this here. But somebody trying to cover it up so it won't be a lot of noise made. But I don't want no noise made in this. All I want is justice for my son. You see what I'm saying? I truly believe that my son was killed somewhere else, died somewhere else, and brought to that place and hung up on top of there. Because how in the hell is he going to tie that damn belt with his hand balled up with money in it, y'all? Y'all kind of explain that to me. The pathologist told me that my theory is far-fetched. You see what I'm saying? Everything I said, she says far-fetched. It's far-fetched for me to see him tying himself up with the little rope that he had left, probably 10 to 14 inches left, a belt. But y'all wake up and help me. You see what I'm saying? My grandchildren and my children's been telling me to get some rest. My sister-in-law telling me to get some rest. I'm trying, y'all. But my son's spirit told me, Dad, I didn't kill myself. I seen him in the body bag, y'all, with his eyes open, his tongue like this here, one hand like this here, balled up in a clench. You see what I'm saying? The other hand, a cut on it. You see what I'm saying? Then the pathologist, not the pathologist, but the coroner and the leading detective, the commanding detective told me they can't go get no damn DNA off a belt and off the rest of his thing. You a damn lie and the truth ain't in you. I don't care who don't like what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? My son is dead. He was hanging, and that's what white folks used to do to us. You see what I'm saying? Back in the day. You follow what I'm saying? My son ain't hung himself. You don't even know me. You believe my son hung himself, man? In Carbondale, Illinois. Can I get you on record to say that? This man said he don't even believe. I don't even know him, a stranger. But I'm asking y'all to pray for us and help us get sources, get us some private investigators. And I'm going to tell you, we need to go down there on Sycamore by that red building, because that's where he hung at. Somebody in there know it. Peace be still.